Hello guys. So we, the students of AID&DS department, second year, are here in front of you to present you a PPT upon sampling techniques in on behalf of our activity given to us on behalf of Unit 2 examination. So we, AMANPREET Singh, AMOKSH, Parth, KOHSHEEN and PIYUSH are there in front of you to present this PPT on sampling techniques. So first of all, there are we have listed some of our sampling methods. So first of all is purpose sampling, random sampling, simple sampling, cluster sampling, stratified sampling, systematic sampling, and convenience sampling. On our next slide, we have measured some parameters and statistics. So parameter and statistics are both numbers which are calculated. The difference between these two terms come from where we get the numbers from. A parameter is a number calculated from the population. A statistic is a number calculated from a sample. So here we have also taken a diagram from which we have also calculated some of the measures that we have marked in our next slide. So let's get to the next slide. Uh, so here we have taken a parameter of interest, that is means SAT math score in 2013, that is mu, and statistic mean SAT math score in Florida in 2013. So above all, we have taken the statistics from two of the states, that is Florida and Volusia County. So here are some of the stats you can see. Let's move to the next slide. Over to you, Parth.
Yes, hello Amanpreet and hello all. I am Parth Ashtikar here presenting in front of you purposive sampling. Purposive sampling, also known as judgmental, selective or subjective sampling, is a form of non-probability sampling in which researchers rely on their own judgment when choosing members of the population to participate in their surveys. As we can see here, sample units are selected with definite purpose in view. Also, it is less costly and less time consuming. Sample units are selected with definite purpose in view. We can see here in the diagram below. Next slide, please. Here we can see with an example of an population living has increased in the city, where we can see as an example industrialization will increase people from the rich and posh location, which has increased the living in a specific city. While in the second example, next slide, we can see the financial institution can ensure representative character in purposive selection OG6 units financial by them. This is called as purposive sampling.
So guys, Laudia.
Over to you, Piyush, now.
Thank you, Parth. So moving on to random sampling. Random sampling is a method of choosing a sample of observations from a population to make assumptions about the population. It basically uses some manner of a random choice. It is also called probability sampling. Divide the population into groups called clusters. Randomly select some of the groups and then collect data from all members of the selected group. Provide heterogeneous population and convert it into homogeneous group. The sample unit of the sample unit of each data is termed as stratified sample. Results isn't representative sample. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, uh, the primary feature of any sampling method is that the choice of observations must occur in a random way, such that they don't differ from each other in a significant manner. An unbiased random sample is important for drawing conclusions. So moving on to the examples, if we have 1, 2, 3 till n, we will select r slips of n slip. We'll put in the box and shuffle it. The what is its probability? Random sampling there is without replacement. Also, this example is of lottery method. Next slide, please. So in example 2, at a birthday party, teams for a games are chosen by putting everyone's name into the jar and then choosing the names at random for each team. So random sampling in this case is without replacement of any name. In this example, each name is selected once and there is no repetition of the name again. Thank you so much. Moving on to KOHSHEEN.
Thank you, Piyush. And our next topic is cluster sampling. In this sampling plan, the total population is divided into these groups known as clusters, and a simple random sample of the group is selected. The elements in each cluster are then sampled. If all the elements in each sample cluster are sampled, then this is referred to as one-stage cluster sampling plan. If a simple random sample of elements is selected within each of these groups, this is referred to as two-stage cluster sampling plan. Second is systematic sampling. This sampling is a statistical method that researchers use to zero down on the desired population they want to research. Researchers calculate the sampling interval by dividing the entire population size by the desired sample. Step 1, define your population. Step 2, decide on your sample size and sampling interval. Step 3, select the sample and collect data. Over to you, AMOKSH.
Thank you, KOHSHEEN. I am explaining about what is convenience sampling. Convenience sampling is a type of non-probability sampling that involves the sample being drawn from that part of a population that is close to hand. This type of sampling is most useful for pilot testing. This type of sampling uses subjects that are easily accessible. These convenience sampling examples are using family members or a student in a classroom. And second example is mall shoppers. I have another example. Suppose I am doing survey only those people who are domain expert is in that particular survey will be participating in that particular survey. Consider I am doing a survey related to data science. This type of data that we have to collect, that is only those people who are interested in data science and who will basically doing it or who are expert in that, and which require domain knowledge. Basically he should be knowing based on this survey. And the another data that we need is through this survey we take out some kind of information data. This is called a convenience sampling. Thank you.
Thank you, Aman. Now I'm going to discuss about mean. Mean, it is a measure of central tendency of a probability distribution along median and mode. It is also referred to as an expected value. We can also call mean as an average, which is the total number of the numbers divided by the how many numbers they are. Next, we have median. The median is the middle element in a sorted ascending or descending list of numbers and can be more descriptive of the data set than the average. The median is sometimes used as opposite to the mean. They are outliers in the sequence that might skew the average of the values. Median, also known as the middle number or the number which is in the middle of the middle value. Then we have mode. In statistics, the middle number or the mode which is the most commonly observed value in a set of data. For the normal distribution, the mode is also the same value as the mean and the median. In many cases, the modal value will differ from the average value in the data. And yes, this is about the mode. And thank you all of you.